Hey guys, in this video I'm going to introduce you to the South Asian ethnic groups. So in the West, because of Hollywood, most people think that Indians are dark-skinned, average or short height, fat, and all men have mustaches and all women have long black hair and a red dot on their forehead. But there is a billion people in South Asia. Not all South Asians look like how Hollywood portray them to be, but there are South Asians who look like East Asians, like the Tibeto-Burman, and some Afro-looking South Asians such as the Siddhis or the Sentinelese. Other South Asian can even look white like the Kalash people, and others can look Middle Eastern like the Iranian ones. Nevertheless, and South Asia as a whole is a very diverse subcontinent with very diverse cultures, languages, and foods. And South Asia is a very diverse region with many ethnic groups and languages. Some of the major ethnic groups in South Asia include the Indo Aryans of the Indic branch, the Dravidians, the Tibeto-Burmans, the Iranic, the Kalash, the Sinhalese, the Australasiatics, and the Sentinel People, and together with the Siddhi people. The Indic people is one of the largest ethnic groups in South Asia and spread across India, Pakistan, Nepal, Bangladesh, and Sri Lanka. The Indo Aryans Indic people are characterized by their languages, which is known as the Indo Aryan or Indic language family. This language family includes languages such as Hindi, Bengali, Punjabi, Gujarati, and Marathi, among others. These languages are derived from the Sanskrit, an ancient language that was spoken by the Indo Aryans. The Indic people have a long and complex history in South Asia and have been influenced by various ethnic groups over time. They are believed to have migrated in the region in waves, with the earliest migration occurring around 4,000 years ago. The Indo Aryans were responsible for the development of the Vedic civilization, which was centered around the Indus and the Ganges river valleys in northern India. Over time, the Indo Aryans spread their culture and languages throughout South Asia, and their influence can be seen in the religion, art, literature, music of the region. However, it's worth nothing that the Indo Aryans are not a homogenous group, and there is a great deal of diversity within the group in terms of languages, cultures, and tradition and appearances. An example of the Indic Indo-Aryans are, let's start with the ones who are in the central zone. They include the Gujarati, the Hindi, the Urdu, and the Rajasthani people, together with the northeastern zone, which include the Punjabi, the Kashmiri, the Sindhi, and the Seraiki, and followed by the eastern zone, which include the Bengali, the Oriya, the Assamese, the Bhojpuri, and the Maithili, among others, and followed by the east central zone, which include the Baghdhi, the Awathi, and the Chhattisgarhi, and lastly the southern zone, which include the Marathi, the Deccan, the Goan, and the Konkani. These are the diverse ethno-linguistic people of the Indo-Iranian Indic people. So the appearances of the Indic Indo-Aryans can vary. For example, an average Kashmiri has lighter skin than an average Bengali. So the skin color can vary between ethnicities among the Indic people, but majority of them are light brown, especially the Punjabi people. But most of them have big brown eyes with thick eyebrows, face and body hair. Their noses has a rounded tip. They have neotonous soft faces, almost childlike in a way because of their chubby cheeks appearance, and majority of them have straight hair texture, but some can have either wavy or curly hair. The Dravidian people. The Dravidians are a group of people who primarily live in South India and parts of Sri Lanka. They are believed to be the original inhabitants of the Indian subcontinent, and have a long and complex history. The Dravidian languages form a distinct language family that includes languages such as Tamil, Telugu, and Kannada, and Malayalam, among others. These languages are spoken by millions of people in South India and Sri Lanka, and are characterized by their unique grammar, vocabulary, and sound system. The Dravidians have a distinct culture and tradition that is reflected in their art, music, dance, and cuisine. They have been influenced by various ethnic groups over time, including the Indo Aryans, the Greeks, and the Arabs, among others. The Dravidian people are darker than the Indo Aryans, but they have fuller lips and wider noses. They also have big eyes, straight or curly hair, and they have sharp facial bone structures. The Dodic people are a group of Indo-Aryan speaking ethnic groups who are primarily found in the northern region of Pakistan, particularly in the Gilgit-Baltistan region. The Dodic people are believed to be one of the earliest groups to have settled in the region, and they have a long and complex history. The Dodic people are characterized by their language, which is known as the Dodic or Pisaka language family. This language family includes languages such as Shiva, Howar, and Borosharsky, among others. These languages are all derived from Sanskrit, an ancient language that was spoken by the Indo Aryans. The Dodic people have a distinct culture and lifestyle, and they have been influenced by various ethnic groups over time, including the Indic Indo-Aryans, the Tibetans, and Central Asians. The Dodic people are known for their traditional music, dance, and craft, and they have rich history and culture that is unique to the region. It is worth noting that the Dodic people are a diverse group, and there is a great deal of variation in their languages, culture, and tradition. However, they are united by their shared linguistic heritage and their long complex history in the region. And examples of the Dodic people are the Shina people, the Howar people, the Chilasi people, the Dameli people, the Burusho people, and the Kalash people, to name a few. Most of the Dodic people have round faces, fair-skinned, just like the Nuristanis in which I mentioned in the previous video. Some of them can look like Northern Europeans, in which blonde hair and colored eyes are common among the Dodic people. But majority of them look like olive-skinned Iranian people with much rounder faces. And their hair texture are mostly straight, but some could have curly or wavy hair. The South Asian Tibeto-Burman ethnic groups are a diverse group of people who are primarily found in the eastern Himalayan region, including parts of India, Nepal, Bhutan, and Myanmar. They are characterized by their unique linguistic and cultural heritage, which is distinct from that of the Indo-Aryan or Indic people of the region. The South Asian Tibeto-Burman ethnic groups include various communities such as the Sherpas, Tamangs, Gurungs, and Lepchas, among others. They speak languages that are part of the Tibeto-Burman language family, which is one of the largest language family in the world. The South Asian Tibeto-Burman ethnic groups have a distinct culture and traditional way of life that is heavily influenced by their geography and history. They are known for their unique music, dance, and craft, and they have a rich cultural heritage that is closely tied to the natural environment of the Himalayas. It's worth noting that the South Asian Tibeto-Burman ethnic groups are a diverse group, and they are a great deal of variation in their languages, cultures, and tradition. However, they are united by their shared linguistic heritage and their long and complex history in the region. And the Tibeto-Burman have a simply mongoloid facial features, in which they have a flatter facial profile, almond-shaped eyes with epicanthic folds which create a fold of skin over the inner corner of the eye. Majority of them have short to average height, and they have fair skin with yellowish undertone. The Sentinelese people are an indigenous tribe who live in the North Sentinel Island in the Andaman and Nicobar Islands of India. They are one of the few remaining uncontacted people in the world, and very little is known about their language, culture, or way of life. The Sentinelese people have limited contact with the outside world, and their island is protected by the Indian government to preserve their isolation and way of life. The Sentinelese people are believed to be hunter-gatherers, and they are known for their skilled use of bow and arrow. While there is very little factual information about the Sentinelese people, they have gained international attention due to their extreme isolation and resistance to contact with outsiders. The Indian government has prohibited outsiders from visiting Northern Sentinel Island, and attempts to make contact with the Sentinelese people have been met with hostility and violence. It is worth noting that the Sentinelese people are a unique and complex group, with any attempts to understand or interact with them must be approached with great care and sensitivity. The Iranian people generally refer to a linguistic and cultural group rather than a distinct ethnic group. And in South Asia, the Iranian people can live in Pakistan and in India. Let's start with Pakistan. In Pakistan, there are several ethnic groups that are considered to be Iranic. Primarily the Baloch and the Pashtun people. Both of these groups have a long and complex history in the region, and they have their own distinct cultures, languages, and tradition. The Baloch people are primarily found in the southwestern province of Balochistan, and they speak the Baluchi language, which is part of the Iranian language family. They have a rich cultural heritage that includes music, dance, and craft, and they are known for their strong sense of identity and independence. The Pashtun people, on the other hand, are primarily found in northwestern region of Pakistan and Afghanistan. They speak the Pashto language, which is also part of the Iranian language family. They have a complex tribal system and are known for their traditional way of life, which includes a strong emphasis of hospitality and honor. And there is a small group of Iranian people in South Asia, especially in India, and the Iranian people in India are known as the Parsis. They are the descendants of the Zoroastrians who migrated to India in the 19th and 20th century to escape religious persecution in Iran. The Iranian people have a unique culture and way of life that has heavily influenced by their Iranian heritage. They speak a dialect of Persian language called Irani, which has been influenced by Indian languages such as Hindi and Gujarati. The Iranian people in Mumbai are known for their Irani cafes, which are a unique blend of Iranian and Indian culinary traditions. They are also known for their contribution to the textile and diamond industries in Mumbai. And their facial features are similar to other Iranian people I've mentioned in the previous videos. The Siddi people are an ethnic group in South Asia, primarily concentrated in India, who are believed to have African ancestry. The exact origin of the Siddi people is uncertain, but it is thought that they are descended from the Bantu people from Southeast Africa, who were brought to India as slaves or mercenaries by Portuguese and British colonial forces. The Siddi people have a distinct culture and way of life, and they have maintained some aspect of their African heritage throughout music, dance, and other cultural tradition. They speak a variety of languages including Gujarati, Marathi, and Kannada, among others. And others have their own dialect of Swahili. The Siddi people have faced discrimination and marginalization in India due to their African ancestry. But they have also made significant contributions to Indian society, particularly in areas such as music and sports. The Siddi people are known for their unique style of drumming and dance, which combines African and Indian influences, and they also have produced several prominent athletes including Olympian sprinter Dute Chand. It's worth noting that the Siddi people are a diverse group and there is a great deal of variation in their languages, cultures, and tradition. However, they are united by their shared history and heritage, and they have made significant contributions to the cultural and social fabrics of India. And the Siddi people are dark with soft features, full lips, and coily hair, just like most Bantus in Africa. The Australasiatic ethnic groups of South Asia are a diverse group of people who are primarily found in parts of India, Bangladesh, and Nepal. They are characterized by their unique linguistic and cultural heritage, which is distinct from that of the Indo Aryan or Indic people of the region. The Australasiatic ethnic groups in South Asia include various communities such as the Santals, the Mundas, and the Khasis, among others. They speak languages that are part of the Australasiatic language family, which is one of the largest language families in Asia. The Australasiatic ethnic groups have a distinct culture and traditional way of life that is heavily influenced by their geography and history. They are known for their unique music, dance, and craft, and they have a rich cultural heritage that is closely tied to their natural environment of the region. It's worth noting that the Australasiatic ethnic groups in South Asia are a diverse group, and there is a great deal of variation in their languages, culture, and tradition. However, they are united by their shared linguistic heritage and their long and complex history in the region. And the Australasiatic people are darker than the Tibeto-Burman, and their eyes lack the epicanthic folds. Nevertheless, they have flat facial profiles, straight dark hair, and average to short height. Thanks for watching this video. If you enjoyed watching this video, you might want to watch the various ethnic groups in Central Asia. Thank you very much, and I will see you next time.